Hello, guys and girls. Welcome back to Is to the East. And yeah, we're a man down. We're a man down after his
The
26
super
hour.
brain
The super
is
brain,
missing.
the main waffler is missing. He's just done a 26-hour stream, literally less than 24 hours ago.
Damn.
So yeah, he's feeling it. He's not very well. He realized he's not as young and spry as he used to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always
And
talking about he doesn't need sleep.
yeah, all he's talking about, he doesn't
Everyone
need
needs
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's come back and hit him in the face like a wet sock. So yeah, just it's just the two of us in this episode. And we were talking about what we could discuss, what we could talk about.
We
Seeing
give our best.
we give our best, seeing we don't have Megamind here to help us. And yeah, we wanted to talk about Ave
He's
Musica.
not that blue.
He's blue, da ba dee da ba da. Um, yeah, we wanted to talk about Ave Musica for a couple of reasons. Just because both me and Benedikt, we were talking about what could we talk about this week about Howard. This is
What
one
have
of
you
the new
heard?
songs. Yeah, one of the new songs that have come out. We were really impressed with them, weren't we? So we want to talk to them a little bit more and also
Who are
touch
you talking about? I don't think you mentioned the name.
Ave Musica. There we go. We were
You call
they
them that. I call them Mujica.
Music Mujica.
Nobody
I can't
knows
say the
how they
name
are
right.
called.
Nobody knows. All right, we're gonna fuck up the name at least 50
Mujica.
times. Mojica.
Mujica.
Mojica. Gotta say
Yeah,
us.
but they released a couple of new songs, and
They
so
did.
far, I mean, I heard three of the four new songs I think that came
Yeah.
out, and all of three were great. Um, which one have you heard, or like, what have you heard?
It's was it Crisis X or something is the one I've heard.
Crucifix Egg.
Crucifix X. Again, I'm awful with names. I do apologize. But I've heard a lot of the earlier stuff when they first kind of like came out as well. So straight, although I haven't heard the sort of the newer songs apart from this one, I'm gonna delve into it. I know what they're all about. I know how they sound and all that. And I gotta say, they are probably, for me personally, probably my favorite ish um artist from the BangDream franchise. They are so good. Tonally, for me, it's right up our alley, which is why we're gonna gush all
Who
over.
would have guessed?
I know. I think that says more about the Bang Dream franchise as a whole, that the fact that this is like off an anime show, but the music is so damn good.
Yeah, it really is. But I mean, especially that Crucifix X song with that organ
Oh,
type, the dark metal sound. Obviously, we will love it. But I also think the other songs are great as well. Also, this Imprisoned 12 song, I'm not sure if you heard that one. It's a lot calmer in tone. I'm not sure if I would even call it a metal song. It's more of a power ballad type. But I'm also not sure if you heard the previous release, the Symbol EP, the what
yes.
was it called? Ether EP or whatever it's called. They had a really calm song on there as well,
Yeah.
which is probably my favorite one of theirs, even though it's so different in style. And that's also one thing I love about this group. That they can do the dark, really dark metal, but they can also go in totally different directions, and everything sounds great. So
Yeah,
really great group.
I think that's just got to do with part and parcel of being probably attached to Band Dream in some capacity. I mean, they probably the conception of this band was probably, again, I'm guessing here, to have those dark undertones because that's not what to separate themselves from the other bands.
Yeah.
Probably what they were missing in their collection of songs now that they have. They were like, what are we missing? Dark and moody and foreboding. You're like, all right, let's do it. But we also got to remember that they are also probably part of the show, part of the franchise as a whole. So you will get those calmer esque songs. They're probably more popular songs, kind of like sprinkled in there as well. But
Yeah.
still, even with those in there, it's still so tonally different from the other bands that I can't help but think, wow, this
Yeah.
has potential.
And
Yeah.
it also kind of makes me interested to watch the show because, if I hear things like My Go, I would imagine, okay, it's probably some type of school anime, that type of deal. But then
Yeah.
I hear Ave Mujica, it's like that doesn't really fit in any school anime type setting. So what is it
Yeah.
about?
Imagine, yeah, imagine listening to Poppin' Party and then listening to Ave Mujica straight after and be like, yeah, they're the same
Yeah,
thing. You'd be like,
exactly.
what?
It's like, I don't know, some kind of Halloween themed day
Yeah.
at that school.
I know. I like it though. And again, I think it's exactly that. They're like, how can we draw more people to this franchise? What we lacking? And yeah, get those organs in there and that little bit of that moodiness that I think they do. But it's a testament, I think, to the songwriters and stuff over there. I imagine like most of the songwriting will be handled in house and stuff like that
Yeah.
for their characters and stuff. But it's a testament that all these songs from these musicians, because let's not forget, even though it's an anime, they go out and hire real musicians to come and play these songs to probably create them. They probably do have a big hand in how they sound like and that,
Yeah.
which is
I mean,
absolutely
I would imagine
incredible.
it's the same singer then that they use for the recordings that will play live shows, right?
Yeah, but I believe
Otherwise, it would sound different.
I believe all the people in the band are actually in the anime. They actually voice their
Yeah.
characters in the anime, and then it's yeah, they instead of probably hiring voice actors, although many of them are voice actors, so they're just showing us up at this point, being able to voice act and be able to rock out that hard.
Yeah. But like before we got into this video, you showed me or you told me to watch a certain performance from Hell from Raise A
Yes,
Suilen,
Raise A Suilen.
a live performance, which I think for me was the first time I've ever seen any BangDream live show. I
Yeah.
only heard audio or like animated videos before. Um, and yeah, it was kind of surprising to see them like be just like a regular group, actually, because I was thinking in my head, like, yeah, this is some type of constructed thing by the anime company or something. But I mean, it probably is, but still, they are a real group on stage and feels like a real band, which is really cool, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Didn't expect it.
oh, that's really interesting because I actually didn't know. Like, I mean, again, I'm not like the
I thought
band dream
like
expert.
at most it would be like some idol type thing where yeah, where you have like I don't know, some girls up front doing the vocals and
Mm.
you have like the studio session band in the back. Like they do a lot, but not with this group. Was
No,
surprised to see the main
all
singer also play the guitar.
yeah, all the groups are like that. All of them like they do the voice actors, but they're all
Yeah,
actual
but that's really
musicians.
a fact that I really like about it because it kind of to me it shows how much it's really the show seems to be about the music and about the
Mm.
I don't know, creating a band and stuff like that.
I think the most important thing, like again, we always talk about the anime and how good the anime is, but I think like the whole
But I haven't
band
actually
dream.
watched it.
Well, this is what I was going to say. The whole situation of having that anime is the music is so good for these bands that I would love to know the numbers of the amount of people that love the music that haven't actually watched the anime yet.
Yeah.
That is a big thing, I think. I haven't watched all the anime either. Um, I've seen
Yeah,
that, like I
because
said.
usually it's you watch some anime and you hear like, well, they have such a cool outro song or whatever, and then you Google the band and then you find the band. But for this, it's the opposite for me. Like I found the music and the music is so great. I'm like, maybe I should watch the anime.
Maybe I should watch the anime. Yeah, I mean, to guys like me and you, obviously watching a cute anime about high school girls doing battle of the bands is probably we probably look at that if we're on Netflix and go, nah, next.
Mhm. Yeah. But
Um,
that's where Ave Mujica comes in and maybe not provides the over cutesiness that would turn us off. So
they're definitely trying to reach a different type of listener here with this band. I feel like it's still cutesy in its own kind of way. It's still geeky. I mean, we still look like a bunch of weebs talking about this, but at the same time, it's nice
I
to
would challenge everyone to actually listen to the music because
yeah,
it is great.
it
And
is.
yeah, that's exactly the point. You don't expect like an anime group to produce such awesome music. But yeah,
I
also like the first My Go album. And also they're really going strong. A lot of new stuff, new Ave Mujica. I think there's also the second My Go album just dropped.
Mm.
So yeah, I
It,
really, really love it.
It seems with the BangDream one, and again, somebody in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it really feels like it's not like this band to anime format is something new. It's been done before, but like you said, it always felt like the voice actors would come in, they would create the music for the show, and then the only way that you could watch those songs would usually be like a lyric video or something on YouTube, or you'd have to watch like the clip of the song from the show. There wasn't really
Mhm.
like much else. Whereas this one comes in, and if you hear a song on the show, you can go and watch the band actually in the flesh go and perform it as well. And this is not like a gimmick thing. And I think this is what a lot of people probably, when they come into this, and they probably the first thing they think of is probably just a gimmick. It's probably just the anime. But the show by itself and is well worth the money you go and see it. Like it's a proper show, proper musicians, proper
You're talking
band.
about the live show, not
Yeah,
the anime.
the live shows
Yeah.
are like everything is all top-notch quality.
Yeah,
It's not gimmicky in the slightest. Yes, it has the attachment to the show and the band, but I feel like this is one of the first bands probably ever where again you could not watch the show, absolutely vibe off the band. It feels like
totally.
yeah, it feels like a new era because there's other animes that came before this one, were obviously set in like high schools and bands and stuff like that. That I
Yeah.
don't feel like had this format. And like as you pointed out, there's more bands doing it now. There's more bands like, hey, we could be in a show. Why not make it a real life thing and stuff. And I'm sure obviously the anime companies that are making like millions off each show are probably like, yeah, that's a fucking great idea. Let's do more of that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm all for it if it produces great music.
exactly, exactly. And I like with this that they went out and got actual musicians as well. Again, going back to Raise A Suilen, you got the likes of Rachel, who already had like a solo career before she joined BangDream. Like these
Hmm.
aren't like session musicians or anything that they're drafted in. These are like, proper musicians that had careers that are probably the best in their field. And yeah, absolutely incredible to see like that come
Yeah,
in with BangDream.
totally. And that live performance that I saw from Raise A Suilen, I was surprised to even see how dedicated they were. Like they have a dedicated DJ on stage, which I would have thought, yeah, obviously they will do just a backing track, but no, they have an actually dedicated DJ. A lot
Yeah.
of surprising things on this performance. I even got like some Gatoric Spin flashbacks because of that cutesy keyboarder. Yeah, a lot of fun.
That's it now. I've pushed you into the direction of the lives. Now you know what they look like in real life.
Yeah,
Benedikt's gonna be like, I'm gonna bring a check in them out a little bit more. I couldn't believe it because we were
I would
talking.
totally go see them live.
I would as well. I say this a million times. Like if I could go to Japan, which we hopefully I will be doing really soon. More news on that. But yeah, if I could catch a Razo show, I'd be really happy with that because it feels like an experience. That's akin to for me what like a Wagaki band and all that. It seems like one of those
Mm.
experiences you need to go and experience once in Japan and stuff like that. Yeah, Reza Southern is definitely up there. If I can go and catch a show, I definitely will.
Yeah.
So what surprised me as well is before when we talked about this is like when you said you never actually saw them live before. And I was like,
No.
dude, it's just one of those bands you need to see.
Yeah, at first I didn't
Yeah.
even know they were a real band. Like I just knew it's the music from the anime, so I
Mm.
didn't even expect there to be a real band.
Wow, mate, you've got a you've just opened a treasure trove for you. You got so
Yeah.
many videos you need to go and watch. But then, anyway, circling back to Ave Mujica, which is again
Yeah.
this new band, again, all in this band dream. They have everything like Raz for me to succeed. Um, they've got these new songs, and they've got these albums. I imagine they will also be doing some shows as well. I haven't seen a live show from them in a while. I know that they did one I think it was last year, and I watched it, and I was really impressed with their music shit. Obviously,
Hmm.
they've done new songs and stuff now. Um, so I'd like to see them with the new songs, having grown into it a little bit more. Um, but yeah, really excited for them. Really excited for them to come up and come in.
Yeah, and they seem to be doing well because also their music videos are pretty like there's a lot of effort put into
Mm.
them. Like the Prison 12 one, I think it's all hand-drawn frames, which isn't cheap. And then the
No.
next one has a pretty, yeah, wild animation thing, even though I thought it looked like AI generated. But
Well,
apparently it's not.
well, again, coming from obviously the BangDream setup, you're automatically straight away going to have money,
Yeah,
resources,
sure.
stuff, all kind of like at your backing. So here's a question for you. Do you think Ave Musica would get the attention they're getting now if they weren't associated with BangDream? So if this was just a band that came out,
I mean, how popular are they even? Let me just quickly check their channel, how many subscribers they have. Well, okay, 105K. It's not
he's,
too
he
shabby
he says casually.
compared to the huge groups.
Mm,
Um, I would say it would be definitely would be less. I think definitely being the more metal band, I think they probably wouldn't get as much attention as like things like Raise A Suilen or My Go. But I think people would still find their music, but maybe it wouldn't sound as great because there wouldn't be so much budget behind it, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah, I know, I get that. I mean, that's the thing for any kind of like up and coming band is unfortunately your skin, and you have to sell your kidney to make a music video and get the right sound
Yeah.
quality. Um, So yeah, it is one of those. I'm really excited by this. Again, 105,000 subscribers for a band that, let's be honest, really haven't put anything out properly until just recently is that's still big. I totally can
Yeah.
see that number doubling, maybe even tripling before the end of this year. Uh,
Tripling. Well, we will
well,
see, but
I mean,
yeah, I would love it.
how much is Razgar? Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's compare. And like also the BangDream channel has own channel as well, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, BangDream overall 840,000.
that's not bad. And what about Raise? Because
And I
I would say that Raise is probably.
MyGo has 147K, so it's more than Ave Mujica. And Race,
I'm trying to see if Raise has got their own channel.
is
Um,
it this one? I think it's this one.
I think they're still under the band Dream Girls Band
Oh
Party
yeah, it's
official.
the
Yeah,
BangDream channel.
yeah.
Hmm.
So so there you go. At least you know that Ave Musica actually have their own separate channel, which is actually
That's
quite.
interesting.
That is
No, hold
interesting.
on. They have their own channel. Is it the official one? Raise A Suilen underscore OAC. But only 68,000, so would be the least popular
Mm,
one.
the least popular. Although to
But
be
maybe
fair.
most people are subscribed to
Yeah,
just the
I would
BangDream
imagine
channel.
most people are going through the
Yeah.
actual band dream thing. I mean, look at the views and the numbers
Yeah.
for like some of those videos for the Razor Sun. So I imagine most people are probably going through there at this point. Uh,
So I have one question as well. I'm not sure if you know the answer, but like how many groups are there in BangDream?
a lot, a lot. You've got off the top of my head, obviously Ave Musica, Razor Solen, Rosilia, Poppin'
Yeah.
Party, Poppin' Party.
Oh yes.
Um,
MyGo.
my go. Again, there's probably people in the comments screaming at us, going, "No, they're a part of this attachment and this attachment." For you know, for shits and giggles, let's just say we're just all going to hop them in the same thing. Oh, there's some more as well. I can see it. It's the one with the we. I watched her on stream the other day. The one with the big musical hat. Ah,
Big musical head?
big musical hat. Yeah, she looks like the Nutcracker.
Okay.
I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the band. Um,
Not sure.
yeah,
I'm
no.
thinking about a character of Kill Kill.
Um, but yeah, there's loads of bands. So there's probably two or three there that I've missed off. Um, which you could probably say is probably maybe the least popular. I think with the anime, which was really good, I would argue again, by all means in the comments, like argue against this, but I would say that Raz was the one that really pushed people to listen to it a little bit more, and all these other bands now coming in benefited from that. I think they're all getting
Yeah.
more, more attention from it. So
They were kind of the gate opener for the other bands.
uh, in a way, and I know that other bands came before Raz, but I'm gonna argue
The
again.
icebreaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna argue that Raz was the one that really was got like the popularity, kind of like, they released a couple of bands beforehand, but Raz was the one that got the attention and everybody, and then like the whole thing elevated
Yeah.
after that because more eyes was on the other groups as well.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool to know all the background details, which we will probably never know. Like when the music took off, did also the anime take off, or was it separate from each other? Or like which came first,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, this
But
is a
yeah.
good thing because we can again let us know in the comments because obviously me and Benedikt come from this as which is actually strange for us because we're both anime lovers, but we're actually coming from this side as purely music listeners rather than the watching the show or the anime side of things. So yeah, those are questions that we don't know the answers to. I mean,
If you know, let us know.
yeah, if you know, let us know. Because we should do that. And yeah, we should do the research before we do these type of videos. But yeah, let's be honest. We just we half-ass it.
I
So
would call it that. Just don't have enough time to watch everything. I cannot watch
I'm pretty sure that's
5 anime
half-assing it.
shows to make one video.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there you go. This is one of the reasons why we wanted to do this video. We wanted you to kind of get our thoughts on this one because we wanted to talk about it. We wanted to say why we enjoy these bands so much, why we want to push them to your ears, why you should go and listen to Ave Mujica as well, on top of Raz, and on top of the BangDream franchise as a whole, to be fair. And yeah, just have a little bit of a conversation about it.
Yeah, let us know like what's the difference about like in the show itself, the anime show. Like is Ave Mujica kind of about monsters or whatever? I don't know.
I just think they're the goth club
Yeah,
franchise.
kind of. Like the emo crew from
The
South
emo
Park,
crew. Yeah,
goth
I
crew.
know. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll end this one here. Try and keep it short and sweet. We appreciate you being here. Also, let us know in the comments down below. It'd be really, really cool because I imagine how it's going to be editing in this video. He'll be the one probably posting it, even though he's really ill at the minute. So put down in the comments, get well soon, Howard, as well. We'd really appreciate it. So that when he goes back and sees this, you can see loads of comments wishing him to get better. So that'd be a lovely, nice touch. And yeah. Do you want to sing this out?
Sing.
Yeah. So you want to
I
sing this
cannot
out? Drum
sing
roll.
that.
Drum roll.
See you next time. Put your ears to the east.
Beautiful. See, we can do it this time.
Fusion.
Fusion. I keep missing it. Fucking useless, Benedikt.